Okay, first thing, there are going to be two sets of visuals. The first set, which is predicated on my book, The Floating World, and we're going to talk about the processes on that, and a few other bits of work that are what was called personal work, okay, whatever that means. And the second lot of visuals stems from like the tomato portfolio. So, any questions? My granddad was a mathematician. To get money, he used to work for Lloyd's Insurance, trying to estimate the risk to an oil tanker between Bombay and Rotterdam. And he would show me all his, that being a really annoying little 5-year-old or 6-year-old grandson, he would show, I would, inquire what he was doing and how he was doing it. And he showed me his little notebooks of equations. And that was the first time I engaged with typography. Because suddenly he was saying these very simple letters, these very simple symbols, meant something massive. And so, so he told me, this is what I do, and I estimate the risk of an oil tank between Bombay and Rotterdam. And so, going through his notebooks and equations, okay. But Grandad, all of this stuff that you're doing, all the things you're thinking about, how do you come to a final conclusion? He went, oh, I guess. And that taught me a lesson. And basically what he was working on was his version of the chaos theory in the 60s. Because he was a great believer. He was incredibly well read. And my sort of induction into the sort of classics was through him. He wasn't the granddad who used to play football on the beach with you. Come a summer's day, he was there with his, black 3-piece suit and gold fob chain, talking about Heraclitus or Socrates, like, yeah, granddad, fine. But a lot of it sort of stayed with me. I mean, for example, when we were on these sort of chalk cliffs, he would say to me, you think the world is solid, you think the world is certain. It's not. And you go, what do you mean? He said, well, how long do you think that, we're on top of the cliff here, and we're looking down at the beach, how long do you think the coastline is? And you go, oh, well, it's sort of like that, it's sort of, quite straight in that area. Okay, let's go down the hill a little bit towards the beach. He said, okay, do the same thing. You go, well, actually, it does this more now. So we're down a bit further. And, oh, it does this, and does that. I went, okay, yeah. And so we go right down to the water's edge. And quite literally, he'd ask me, well, there's wet, there's dry, but where's the actual edge? And so, it's like saying, well, where's the edge of a cloud? What my granddad taught me, really, was just to look and be still and listen and maybe think of a question that you project into the world. And he said, normally the answers are right in front of you. All you've got to do is ask the right question.
Do you think as graphic designers, do you think at the moment that there's a lack of exploration again, bringing that rhythm into text, into graphic design?
Well, I'm not sure. Well, okay, number one, I'm not sure what graphic design means. Yeah. Number two, there were always the majority of people who don't engage with this type of thing, which is no criticism, that's fine, that's cool, but there's different ways of, there's going to be a few ways of going about those sorts, in that area. And there are some people who would recognise where this is coming from, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really qualified to say. Yeah, but hold on a second. This is the interesting thing about graphic design, for example, we were saying just now, is that sometimes people think of graphic designers as a service industry, right? It's a service. Whereas, that's fine, no problem about that whatsoever, just do it properly, do it well. People come and ask me or other members of Tomato to add something, maybe, or have a conversation. And within that conversation, it might turn out to be very modernist, who knows? But in that conversation, something happens. So it's not deliberately, just willfully, without thinking, playing with stuff. It's actually trying to help. Whether it does or not, no idea. Yeah.
John, you said a couple of things tonight that I found particularly intriguing.
Oh, good.
Just two.
Just two. The first of which you said, with the process of the book and also with your processes with tomato,
Yeah.
you don't think about anybody else, or what's that effect? You
God,
can
no.
elaborate on that point.
Yeah, you think about the work. You try and discover what the character and life and behaviour of that piece of work is, that thing. That's what's important. If it then has integrity, I believe, I might be fooling myself, not uncommon, it works. It sort of sings.
The second, it's an interesting thing. So you're not concerned with an audience in the process?
Well, no. I don't know you. I don't know myself. How can I know an audience? Market research. One of my memoirs. Quite honestly, you could say one day that your favourite colour was blue, and on the next day it would be orange.
Are you saying that you just trust your intuitive process into how it works?
It's the only thing I've got. Seriously. You know, sometimes that intuitive process makes really bad work, and it's really embarrassing, and it gets published, and I apologise. Yeah.
Sorry, the second interesting point I thought you said was, you said you didn't know what graphic design meant.
No, I don't.
Can you elaborate on it?
No, can you?
You said it.
Yeah, but I'm asking you.
I'm asking you.
No. I've got the microphone. I'm asking you. What is it?
It's a lot of different things to different people.
Yes, which therefore means...
Broadly, I don't know, communicated stuff in printed, digital, many forms, mediums.
What, like clay?
It could be.
Like paint? Like building? Like a film? Like a thought?
Could be all of those things, I guess.
See, I know what typography is. Yeah. I know what painting is. I think we all agree, you know, in general about what those things are. Graphic design is an invented phrase. In the 60s, to create some more money to get out of the clan. It used to be called commercial art before that. But it's all from this little section here. Probably around 230. Yeah, but that used to be called commercial art.
So do you have an understanding of what that phrase means versus what?
No, because when you say, oh, it's because somebody's paying you for it, well, what happened to Michelangelo? Is that graphic design? Here you go, here's the Pope, here's the ducats, get on with the ceiling.
I'm interested in what didn't make it into Red Square and why they did. It wasn't just money, but other reasons.
Money was one reason, change of government, cut budget, goodbye. Part of it, okay, what I was planning to do was put a three-dimensional information matrix, LED matrix, all throughout the site, but not continuous, just sort of discontinuous, but the sight lines would be there. It would not only be information, but my idea was that you could eventually, the mobile phone would evolve to the point where you could not only download information from that into your phone, but you could upload information from your phone to it. So then it became a repository of stories, you know, a display of cultural memory. And I designed a typeface that would actually cope with every major language in the world, a digital one. Yeah. Anyway, enough. I've had enough.